Hey guys, welcome back to the Southern Miss Rebuild series. This is episode 5. If you guys enjoy what I'm doing here, please click subscribe, leave a comment, like, or anything you can. This shows that other people are watching. Alright guys, let's jump into it. So we just lost recently to Old Dominion in the last episode, 23-20. We have the backup quarterback and it's not looking great for us. But it is what it is. We knew this was going to be a hard rebuild. Hopefully we can turn things around. Hopefully Bates can make some things happen. He did have a better game last game. Only one turnover, 243 yards, ran the ball decently. South Alabama is 0-5. They have not won a game yet. We should be favored. We're favored by 8. 2-0 lifetime versus them. So this could be a game that we can still sneak by with a win. So here we go. To halftime, we're down 6 to the fourth quarter. We've got a little bit closer and we have the football. We do not score in that possession. Can our defense hold them again? They cannot. But a field goal still keeps us in it. Last 5 minutes, we have taken the lead and we have the ball. 3rd and 3. Can we get a first down? We cannot, but the field goal's good. We're up 4. Defense just needs to hold them maybe one more time, maybe 2. They hold them. We have the ball. Looks like we have it at the 45-yard line. Good chance for a field goal. Here we go. We do add a field goal. Bridges making field goals. Appreciate it, man. Can we hold them? We do. That's ball game. USM 23-16 over South Alabama. Bates does not have a great game. Turns it over twice again. Does hit 300 yards. Samonte runs decently. Sherman gets a touchdown. Clemens, seven catches, 77 yards, not 100 again. Kicking wise, though, Bridges goes 3 for 3. On the season, he was 13 of 22, which is way below what he's been doing before now. But going 3 for 3 will definitely increase that percentage. So, big time victory for us going into the bye. We're going to be 3-4 with a 3-2 in conference record. We'll check the standings to see if we have a chance if we run the table. We'll see. Oh, got a couple new recruits. Stanford and Blue, both running backs. But one's an A, one's a B. So it's nice to see. Shane Meadows for Old Dominion, 247 yards. Okay, let's check the conference standings real quick. So we're 3-2, currently 3rd in the division. Troy's going to have to lose some games for us to jump over them. Texas State, we could still get ahead of easily. The Eastern Division is very top-heavy. 3 teams are 4-1 with also a 3-1 school. So luckily we're in the West. Okay, we landed those targets we talked about. A couple other guys went elsewhere, but we were not targeting them. We're going to miss out on a couple of guys, it looks like, depending on visits. Let's see. We already had a visit. It was an 80-point loss. Yeah, we're not getting them either. Should be able to get Pickney and Clay. If we spend a little bit of effort, we can probably sneak away with Stewart. Maybe a little bit of money as well. Nope. Fleming. Just don't really see us getting him. Let's find out what Raging Cajuns have done. We lost that 180 points. They gained 385 on their visit. That hurts. We do have an ace pitch, and they're just targeting, so we can gain some ground on them. If we throw a little bit of money there, we probably can close that gap. Oh, he cares nothing of NIL, so maybe not. We're actually going to go ahead and take the ace pitch away. We'll go good, and then see what else we can do. Like I said earlier, we don't want to go too heavy on some of these pitches. We're not trying to load up with a lot of low potential players. Kind of good with all this. Maybe we'll throw it on somebody. Let's see. Here we're close at. Maybe we'll go nickels. Let's see. Go ace. There we go. Okay. On to New Mexico State, who's 5-2. That might be a tough one for us. But our starting quarterback should be healing up soon, so we'll have to see if he comes back after the bye week. Okay, he's not back yet. Let me just take a look at that. How far is he? He has 1 week left on the injury. So he'll be back for conference play, though. So that's a big help for us. Yeah, New Mexico State is definitely got a talent advantage on us. 2 more recruits committed. We missed out on Russell and Fitzgerald. Let's see, how many spots do we really want? Let me see how many guys we're definitely probably going to get. 1, 2, 3. I haven't made an offer at C+. Might have to. We'll see. 4, 5, 6. Not made an offer yet. Not going to make an offer. Remove. It's not. 7. We're going to get him. This is going to be a little bit closer. Maybe just add a little bit of money to kind of give us more of a cushion. 8. Should get walk-ins. 9. We pulled back ahead on Stewart. Might get him. That's 10. So 10 guys we're probably going to get. That'll put us to 12. I would like to probably fill the rest with transfers. Might take a quick look and see if we can find a couple of guys who are no one's really interested in right now and see if we can find some A+ potential. Might try to add 2 of those guys. Okay, let's just take some looks. F-, C-, C+, A-. We'll try to pick him up. C+. No, let's not try to add him. So we'll add Phillips. We'll offer him. We'll give him a defensive coordinator pitch since that's all we got available right now. All right, New Mexico State. They're favored to win by 1.5, but crazier things have happened. We did beat them 17-15 last season. All right, to halftime. We're up by 11. Not bad. Fourth quarter, up by 15. 5 minutes left. Up by 12. Can we tack on some more? We cannot. Come on, defense. They do give up a touchdown. Will they kick it to us? They will. Let's see if we can run it out. I'll help the AI out. Tell them to shoot the clock. Ball game. Southern Miss able to hold on to the football. Big victory for Bates. That's going to be really big for him for next season when he's a starter probably. We could not run the ball at all. 50 yards rushing. 1.61 yards a carry. But we did get 2 touchdowns rushing. If you look at the stats, you would think we got blown out. Barnes for them had a good game. Their rushing attack was decent with 4 yards a carry. However, they fumbled the ball twice. Those 2 turnovers allowing us to come up with a big victory. Bridges didn't have any opportunities for field goals, but he did have 5 extra points. All right. Big win for us there. We've bounced back to 4-4. It was not looking good when we were 2-4. Now we're back to 500, going back into our conference play. Okay, Beasley's back. We landed 3 recruits. Return touchdown. That was definitely helped by McClure there. Good job, Lane. Dotson and Morrow go elsewhere, but we do land Snow, Rodriguez, and Lamb. We'll go ahead and make a target since we have it available. I'll have it locked, so I need to unlock that. Sort by overall. All right, Beasley, here we go. Can he come back and help us win? Move Bates back to the bench roll. Back up. Okay, we're favored to win by 5.5. Let's see what happens. Going to halftime, we're up by 14 to the fourth quarter. Still up, but only 9. 5 minutes left. We had another touchdown. They do score with a 2-point conversion. Our offense has to come up clutch right here. They cannot. Come on, defense, one more time. They cannot either, and the 2-point conversion. Wow, up 16. They get both of them. Oh, that hurts. We'll go up tempo to help the AI. Let's just go some plays. First play, a 3-yard loss on a run. 12-yard pass. 14-yard run. Getting closer to field goal range. 1-yard pass, 26 seconds left. Incomplete, that hurts. Got to get closer on this play. We do not. They're going to be forced to punt. 42 yards, 1 second left for Louisiana Monroe. And they run the ball. So we're going to overtime. Defense up first. Let's see what happens. Wow, they missed this 36-yard field goal. Come on, guys. Let's see if this can work out for us. Incomplete. Sacked for a 4-yard loss. That is not good times. 11-yard pass, though. Making a field goal a little bit easier. It's going to be a 35-yarder. We'll see what happens. Bridges makes it. He atones for some of his earlier misses on the season. Big shot there. Beasley, not great, but good enough for the win. Running the ball, 4.55 yards a carry. Samonte gets 2 rushing touchdowns. Clemens back over 100 yards. Bridges 2 for 3 on field goals, but he does make the one that matters at the end. So Golden Eagles are now over 500, 5-4 overall, 4-2 in conference. We'll check the conference standings after this week and kind of see how we shake out right now. Okay, we get a couple more recruits. Pinckney, I guess, and Koo are coming. That record was just set maybe 2 weeks ago. But now Colorado. Coach Prime doing big things in Colorado, I guess. Okay, let's check the conference standings real quick. We're still in 3rd place. Troy is still undefeated in conference play. We'll see who they have left. They do have us. However, almost every game they have is going to be against a weak team. So even if we do beat them, they will win the division. However, if they slip to Coastal Carolina or Louisiana Monroe and we beat them as well, we can sneak in maybe. Let's check on Texas State. Texas State, we also get to play them. So that could be a major win. Final game of the season might determine the division. We'll have to see. Okay, recruiting. We have 7 commits now. We just got 2 more. Ranking should have us decently high. Number 4 in the country. Of course, we know 5 3-stars and 2 2-stars is not going to get you top 4. So as more players are signed by their teams, we will fall way down. I'm really just going to auto-assign. No point in wasting time trying to add more. We know we want to get some transfers to help us out. All right, Marshall, a very good team. 7-2 on the year. They pass the ball very well, 313 yards a game. We're going to be the underdog. But you never know. They're favored to beat us by 2.5. We did beat them in 2023, 28-19. All right, going to halftime. We're actually up 7. Wow. Fourth quarter, up 14. 5 minutes left. Up 17. That should be game, just to make sure. Can we hold them here? They do score a touchdown. I don't think they're going to have enough time. No onside kick. And that's going to be the game. So 41-31, big victory against Marshall. We're messing up their conference championship hopes. Beasley has an excellent game with 3 touchdowns, almost 300 yards. Samonte on 16 carries, over 100 yards. Michael gets 2 touchdowns. Clemens, respectable, 6 catches, 71 yards. Elmore, 64 and a touchdown. Hall only gets 1 catch, but it's a big one, 34-yard touchdown. Bridges makes both of his field goals, one from 50 yards plus. Let's see how far it was. 54 to start off the game. Nice. Okay, moving to 6-4 on the season, 5-2 in conference. We'll have to see how the rest of the conference played out. Maybe that's going to help us. We might still be in the same spot. We pick up 4 more recruits. 1 3-star player in Stewart, and then a bunch of 2-star guys. But it still helps. Griffin, nice. Completes every pass. We'll see how many passes he threw that game. 31 of 31. That is going to be hard to ever top. Great game against Virginia Tech, who were ranked in number 11 in the country. Wow. They put it on them. Garrett Thompson ended up going to Troy. We did make it a little bit closer, but his official visit gets him the player. All right, we'll auto set those pitches. Let's check the conference standings. Troy is still undefeated in conference play. Texas State still 6-1. But 2 wins by us could change a lot of things. We'll see. Got to beat Troy, though. That's the most important thing. They definitely have us beat on talent. We'll see what happens. They're favored to win by 2. Season series or matchup series is 1-1. We beat them in 2023. They beat us in 2024. Close game so far. Going to halftime, we're up 6. Fourth quarter, we're up 10. 5 minutes left. Up 17. Can we end it? Wow, Troy makes it a lot closer at the end. However, they are not able to come back. Southern Miss with a major victory right there. Got very lucky that Southern Miss was able to hold on. So our conference championship hopes are still alive. Troy will need to lose 1 more time for us to sneak ahead of them. We'll have to see. But this is a much better string of luck. We were 2-4. We had our backup quarterback having issues. We went ahead and won 5 games in a row. Oh, one of our better offensive linemen, Borrego, taking the senior. 6 weeks. I think we got to play him. If he gets hurt, we'll miss him. We're going to let him try to play through the injury. Actually, they move him inactive. I think he wants to play. Oh, or maybe it's saying he cannot play, even though it's a major. Usually a major injury you can play. I don't know if there's a glitch or anything on there. Texas State 10-1, number 12 in the country. Their ratings don't really show it, but they have taken care of business. They run the ball very well, so we're going to try to stop the run. Hey, we'll see what happens. They are favored to beat us by 5. Also, we split the series so far. They won the last one. Here we go. To halftime, Texas State up by 5. To the fourth quarter, they're up by 8. Final 5 minutes, still there. And we have the ball driving. What, 1st and 10 at the 16. Here we go. We'll go play by play, see what happens here. Incomplete. 1-yard run. Incomplete. Let's find out what the AI thinks we should do. They're probably going to try to kick a field goal. They are. Let's see if he makes it. They do. We're only down 5. Can the defense get the ball back? They do. 44 seconds left. They went for it on 4th down. We'll go up tempo to give our AI a chance. 9-yard pass. 13-yard pass. Probably 2 plays left. 9-yard pass. This is for the game right here. Touchdown wins. Anything else, it's a loss. 33 yards out. 33-yard touchdown. Whoa, Beasley. Wow. Walk them off. Now, in real life, they should kneel the ball. Because an extra point that could get blocked could be returned for a 2-point conversion. We're going to kick it anyway. Here we go. Oh, they decided to run a 2-point conversion. Nice. So we went 27-24. Major upset against number 12, Texas State. That definitely destroys their playoff hopes of sneaking into the top 16. We'll find out if we have any chance. We didn't check what Troy did yet, of course. So we'll see if we're going to make it to the conference championship or not. But hey, got to be happy with 6-game winning streak, even if we can't make it to the conference championship. We were not invited to conference championship. We did get walk-ins from Alabama. Wow, Parker Henry, 564 yards. Triple overtime loss, though. We'll check the standings, see how close we were. Troy didn't lose to anybody else. They lost all their out-of-conference games and to us. However, they beat everybody else in the Sun Belt Conference, so they will be our division representative. Texas State went all the way from number 12 to number 44. That's got to be hard for them. Marshall, even though we beat them, and I thought it was going to mess up their playoff hopes, it looks like they're getting in. We can check the postseason to be sure. They did. Wow. We beat Marshall and Troy, but they're going to the Sun Belt Championship. And I'm sure you might notice the recruiting checkbox I'm not really messing with right now. I already have a lot of recruits for this season. I want to get the rest on transfers, so I really don't want to add anybody else. Let's see what kind of bowl game we get. It's probably going to be a week 1 game, so we're not going to get much money. Armed Forces Bowl. I think we went there last year. We'll have to see. Caden Phillips, A- receiver from Arkansas. We pick him up. I am definitely pretty sure we've already been there. Yes, we did play Middle Tennessee last time. We won that game 43-21. Now we're playing Arizona. So we'll have to see what happens. We can check out some other the seeds. Michigan's number 1 seed, undefeated so far. Got a Texas matchup. Another Texas school. Notre Dame versus Alabama. 8-4 Alabama. Another Texas school. Florida versus USC. And a good ACC matchup, Florida State versus Virginia Tech. We might have a couple of guys make the all-conference team, but I don't think it's going to be a huge amount. We'll just have to see. Let's see. Jace. Wow, he only ended up as the 2nd team all-Sun Belt. I have to kind of see. The lack of touchdowns probably caused that. 102 catches, only 2 touchdowns. Ouch. Gillespie and Savage both make first team All Sun Belt. That's nice. All right, let's find out who got the best award in the Sun Belt for receiver. I just want to know that. Let's see, receiver. Okay. Allen did have had more yards and more touchdowns, as did Meadows from Old Dominion. And I believe he was the one who set the all-time receiving record for just a little bit till it got changed shortly after. But yeah, when he had 11 catches, 247 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Oh, he also had a 215-yard game. Nice. Okay, here we go against Arizona. University of Arizona. Very similar in talent. They do edge us out a little bit, but we'll see. We're favored to win by 1.5 going into halftime. We're down 4 to the fourth quarter. We're down 14. That's not looking good, guys. Last 5 minutes. They've added a little bit more to their lead. Looking pretty dim for us. We don't score. They should run out the clock. They do. Bad way to end the season, but much better than it was looking when we were 2-4. So 27-9 loss to Arizona. Beasley doesn't really have a terrible game. He is sacked 5 times. We can't run the football. Clemens does get another 100-yard game. Does not get to the end zone, of course. Bridges does go 3 for 3. Let's see how he kind of ended up this year. Wow. The accuracy got way better. So he will be 29 of 40 to end it. It could have been a lot worse, especially how he started. So Southern Miss is 8-5 on the season. We were supposed to get 10 wins. We did not get that. So we will lose some points with our AD. Hopefully we're not going to have the hot seat. We'll find out. We'll see how it's going on the postseason. Michigan 50-5. Interesting score. Texas all over Texas Tech. Stanford beats A&M. Notre Dame edges out Alabama. Clemson with the upset, 27-24. UCLA takes care of business. So does Florida and Florida State. Wow. In real life, this game right here, Florida State versus Florida, would be insane. Stanford versus Notre Dame would be a good one. And Michigan versus Texas. And not to forget about UCLA and Clemson. Okay, Michigan continues to be undefeated. Notre Dame all over Stanford. Very close game with Clemson, but UCLA pulls it away. But Florida, wow, embarrassing the Seminoles 49-7. I thought that was going to be a much better game. All right, semifinals. Let's find out who's going to the championship game. I'm thinking it's going to probably be Florida. And I'm going to go Notre Dame. Notre Dame does beat Michigan. Major upset. Undefeated Michigan's no more. However, UCLA upsetting Florida. Wow. Which, I mean, it's not a huge upset. They both had the same record. But it has, well as Florida had played looking into that, I really thought they had a good chance. Because they destroyed USC, destroyed Florida State. But UCLA knew it was going, taking care of business. All right. National championship, number 5 seed versus the number 7 seed. I'm going to go UCLA. I think they're going to win it. We'll find out. Notre Dame, national champions. Let's find out how they did it. They won it pretty nicely, 32-20. They outplayed them in the first half and just kind of held serve in the second half. Not bad. So we missed it. 15 points off. Our seed is getting warm. That is not good for us. Our fan base has also decreased again. Now we're just a D. It's getting a little worrisome at Southern Miss. Since we missed expectations, I doubt we grow very much. It looks like we grow nothing for this year. Our offensive coordinator does bump up 2, so get some help recruiting. Defensive coordinator up 1, add more recruiting as well. Okay, let's see if we can hold on to him though. Okay, we got a few job offers. We're not interested in leaving though. Western Kentucky, New Mexico, Louisiana Tech, and Coastal Carolina. We're going to stay at Southern Miss. I'm pretty sure our prestige will change. Wait, is it time for a new contract? Looks like it is. Okay. We'll go team lock. Help us out with a little bit of money. We can go to another school if we want to. All right, we're going to keep Blackburn. Hopefully he doesn't go anywhere. Tanner Laura has been hired by USC as their defensive coordinator. Since he's not leaving for a head coaching job, we might counteroffer. Let's see if he wants to. All right, he's currently at 650. UCF's offering the same amount of money, just a better school. He says he'll stay for 850. If he was going for a head coaching job, like I said earlier, I'll just let him go. But since he's just going to UCF, I think we're going to just give him more money. Let's run it back. Okay. We'll see if any major head coaching changes happened. Wow, Georgia's got a new head coach. Texas, Nebraska, Miami, Oregon, Arkansas, Syracuse, Colorado, Georgia Tech. And it keeps going. Lots of teams. UCF getting their head coach from Arizona. Their coordinator, at least. Oh, more head coaching jobs. Wow. A lot of changes this season. Okay, we shouldn't have anybody leaving. That's going to definitely help. We will probably have a couple of transfers. We'll have to see. Okay, nobody's leaving. We are losing some of our best players. Savage and Clemens were probably our best skill guys. We lost a lot of good guys on the offensive line. Lost our current starting quarterback. And a couple of role players and some guys who never played. So I'm pretty happy with how the season went. I know we got negative 15 points. We had a major injury. Powers wants to stay. No chance of you staying. Bates also wants to transfer. 75% of the snaps. The only reason we would not keep Bates is if we could get a better transfer quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and tell him, yes, you're playing 75% of the snaps. We will let Powers leave. Not sure if there's anybody we need to cut right now. We've already made a lot of our cuts already. We're good at receiver, defensive line. Potential's there, just not a lot of high ratings. We do have Bridges coming back to kick again. All right, we have 9 spots open for transfers. I think that's pretty good. Two excellent offensive linemen from Kentucky are on the transfer portal. Maybe we can try to pick them up. Receivers. Let's see if we have any quarterbacks. It's good that we probably kept our guy. There is some guys with higher ratings, but their potential is not as high. 77 A minus, 77 A plus. We'll have to see if they're interested. We'll find out. All right, no one from our team for Hall of Fame, nor Ring of Honor. Jace Clemens does set the all-time record for catches and targets. Will probably be jumped soon since he only had 3 years of playing, but it's nice for a USM player to have a record. See a lot of Beasleys and a lot of Clemens in the all-time records. Okay, this is a major class of transfers right here. We have to get better. We have 9 spots open. Let's see how many guys we have left on our target list that we actually would get. Actually, none of these guys, so we're going to go ahead and take them out. We're going to look at B potential or more. A lot of low-rated players. Oops, I left the high school and junior college on. He switched back to transfers. I was really hoping to pick up some guys who could play right away. Aiden Johnson, 79. He could play. True freshman linebacker, it looks like. Yeah, we're definitely going to try to pick him up. I know he's only a 60, but we'll have him for 4 years. We do have a freshman quarterback that's interested in coming at 76 A-. I think we're going to run a chance of picking him up, and either Gunter or Bates, the guy that we were working with. If he develops, we'll let him be the starter. We need to have a nice competition. I'll lose integrity points for if Bates doesn't start, but we need to have a decent quarterback. Kind of like real life, when the coach seat starts getting kind of hot, you got to go with the best possible player. Okay, looks like a true freshman B+. I'm sure he didn't play any games. We'll put him on the list. B+ safety. A B+ receiver. We're slightly behind Jacksonville State. He's only played 1 game, so he'll be a true freshman. Someone we can try to add. He will be a senior next year, but he is a 79 and an A, so he could have a nice bump. Billy Westbrook's interested in coming. A+, 78. And we are tied with Boise State, so let's give a shot for him as well. 75 rated player. Should be tied with New Mexico State. And we should be tied with Miguel Thomas with Texas State. And he only played 4 games, so they will also be redshirted freshmen. We're pretty behind for Jeremiah Holland, but he is a freshman, A- player. Let's give it a shot. Down 5 to that quarterback. Down 2 to John Murray. He's going to be a senior next year. 13 targets. Should we add anyone else? We'll go to C potential. Find out if there's anyone interesting. Let's go ahead and take the overall to 75. Anybody that can come start for us right away. We do have the advantage, a C+ player, but he is a 79 overall rated. We can add him. We might not give him a pitch if it's not available, but we will add him. 77 quarterback, 68 versus 69. Maybe we'll give him a shot. If he wants to come, he wants to come. B+. Going to probably be a true freshman. Not true freshman, redshirt freshman, yep. Okay, now we have 18 targets for 9 spots. Feel kind of good with that. Go ahead and hit offer scholarship to everybody. Let's take a look. Let's go ahead and move Holland up top. Miguel Thomas. So Holland, Thomas, Arrington. And I'll be happy with any of these recruits that we get. I just want to make sure we do get at least 9 of them. So we'll go ahead and get a lot of these pitches out of the way. Okay. Let's see how week 1 goes. We have $4.7 million left. I'd like to invest it in our facilities. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we're close on Holland. Ahead by a little bit on Thomas. Close on Arrington. Close, barely in the lead. Very close lead. We do have a little bit of gaining on Gunter, so that's nice. Have a little bit of advantage. Significant. Really close on the backup Horn. McIntosh. Okay, there's no one we're just way ahead on. We are behind on most players toward the end. But that does make sense. I do see I didn't offer a scholarship to everybody, though. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that up real quick. We'll see how week 2 goes and if we need to add any other recruits that are not heavily recruited right now. So we're a little bit further back on Holland. He doesn't really want cash. If we wanted to get ahead on cash, we would have to give him 700,000. Let's see. A minus 77 receiver and offensive lineman. Gonna have him for 4 years. I say it's worth it. If we don't get him, we just get the money back. Thomas, we're a lot further behind, 400 points. He does care about money, but I don't think he's worth that much. So we're going to move back on him. Arrington, we're way behind on. We're decently close on Johnson. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. 500 points down on him, but however, we're going to throw a little bit of money at him and we'll bounce ahead. Still barely ahead on Gunter. Tulane has offered 2.49 million. I don't think they're going to offer more. How much did he want? He did want 3.25. We're up 190 points. To make up 190 points, they would have to offer him another 3 million, unless their marketing is just a little bit better than ours. So we're not going to give him any money. We're hope we can land him. 71B plus. We'll throw a little bit of money at him. Hawkins, we should have him. Should be pretty easy. Throw another 100 just to be sure. Looks like we're not going to get Horn. And that's okay. We're not going to offer him. We're behind on pretty much everyone, it looks like. Westbrook, which is a 78 A+ receiver. We're probably going to throw a little bit of money at him, see if we can hold on. Actually, let's check if Washington's offered him anything yet. They've already offered him 1.4 million. We're still ahead. Maybe we'll just go 300,000 just to give us a little bit more of a cushion. Not going to get him, not going to get him, not going to get him. not getting these guys. So let's check and see how many guys we're actually going to get. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are not guaranteed, of course. Maybe 5. So we got 5 guys. All right, let's go add about 7 recruits that we could possibly pick up. High potential, no one's really looking at. Okay, I'll take that. A- running back. 80. 59, but he's an A- potential for an offensive lineman. Nicholas Browning, that name sounds familiar. Did we used to try to recruit him? I can't remember. Bunch of running backs. We'll target 3 of the running backs. Let's see. We'll go to B potential now. That's going to add a few more guys to the list. Linebacker, add him. Quarterback, I mean, it's B-, but whatever. And a kicker. Not bad. And we're not going to look at C players, so we'll just go ahead and make sure that I offer scholarships to these new guys we just added. We will end up getting them if no one makes an offer. Is there anybody I really want over anybody else? I guess I'll move Gibbs up to number 19 just to make sure we get him first if we have to. Okay. We'll see how we do. Okay, we miss out on Thomas. It was close. We don't get him. We don't get Stein. We don't get Doyle. Don't get Lane. There's our first signing. We get the big offensive lineman. We edge out Colorado State, offer him a little bit more money. The big push steals him away. So that's a big win for us. He's going to be a redshirt freshman next season, so we should have him for 4 seasons. We miss out on Osborne. We weren't trying for him. We do pick up Jaden Hawkins, linebacker, A potential. C+ C quarterback, we never really tried for. We do get Hudson Gunter. Tulane did offer $374,000 more, so they were up to $2.864 million, but not enough to sneak away. We kept pitching him, kept going for him. So now we have 2 decent quarterbacks for next year, depending on how they develop. We don't get Aiden Johnson. We were trying. We didn't offer him any money. He didn't really, I don't think he was interested in money at all, if I remember. Just a little bit. We do get Westbrook. That's a big signing for us. We edge out Washington. The $300,000 does help us secure him. That's a big win. 78, A+, going to have him for 3 seasons. Sherwood was one of the guys that we were interested in that had for some reason didn't have any interest. We miss out on these guys right here. Pick up Browning, pick up Edmonds, Gaspar, and Gibbs. So our recruiting class, I'm hoping, is better than it was. We'll see. We've been 132 and 133, and we've moved up to 131. Nice. We're consistently at the bottom of the recruiting classes. However, our high potential players and their good transfers that are coming in, that's why we keep winning games. Plus, we have good coaching too. All right, prestige stays at 4. I didn't think it would, but that's nice. Probably go about $6 million on NIL money, pay our coaches balance, cover some maintenance. Maybe we'll take that maintenance away, actually. How much can we get to facilities? We can only get to a level 6. We don't really have that much money. we get a little bit closer to 7, we're still pretty far off. We're just not making enough money. We can't really improve the program. We did end up getting, now we didn't get the 2,200 rushing yards, but we did beat the other goals, so we got a little bit additional money. The conference money is not helping us, which then we get stuck in a lower bowl because we're in a small conference. So we are going to turn on realignment for this upcoming season. Some teams will move around. No guarantee that we will, but we have a chance. Boosters stay the same. Let's force some realignment. We'll see what happens. A lot of teams change. We move up one conference to the American. A lot of moving around right here. Let's check out what the new conference would look like in the American. 2 divisions. We would be right behind FAU for prestige. We're tied with South Florida. Everyone's about the same. The Western Division does not look as good. Sunbelt looks completely different with Indiana, Kansas, and Vanderbilt joining in. Rutgers, South Carolina. You know what? I think we're going to try to land in the Mid-American Conference. They're one prestige higher. Our talent level looks similar to theirs. Let's give it a shot. But of course, if I do that, we might even have a tougher time winning games. Let's see if there's any way we can get to the Mid-American. It's weird. They're sorted as being worse. Okay, we can. Marshall, Georgia Southern, us. I say let's go for it. We're in the MAC conference now. Got a couple other movements. TCU moves up to the Pac-10. So does BYU. Big 12 is Miami, Ohio, Middle Tennessee. 3 Sun Belt schools, Marshall, Georgia Southern, and us bounce up. UConn and Jacksonville State take our places. But then a lot of schools come falling down. Indiana, Louisville, Rutgers, Kansas. You can read the rest. A lot of big changes this year. I think we're going to do it every 3 years to kind of keep a little bit of a semblance to it. So let's see how we do. Okay, let's check our schedule from last year. Was that our second game with Washington State? Trying to remember. It is, so we can get 3 new teams. Definitely need to pick some lower talented teams. We might go back with Washington State. No, let's go Wake Forest. Charlotte at 1 star looks good. Georgia State at 1 star. Hawaii. Let's go to Hawaii. Nice. A lot of good choices right here. Just kind of browsing around, looking for different teams to play. Let's play James Madison. Okay, let's look. Our home and away. Okay, 6 away, so this looks like a good matchup here. We have a lot of home games at the end for visits. A lot of away games in the middle, though. All right, guys. I meant to try to get a little bit shorter on this episode. I did not. We're about 55 minutes in. I appreciate all of you watching. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you keep liking these videos. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.